Good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? Anna is here in Daily Juice. I hope you had a fantastic day. It's been one of those Tuesdays for me. I feel like I go really hard on Monday, lots of energy, and Tuesday seems to be maybe the most difficult day in the week. But anyway, everything is well. So I wanted to chat with you, and thanks for hopping on. Say hello in the chat. Good to have you here. I wanted to chat with you about something that kind of caught my eye today. Hi, Chelsea. Good to have you here. Hi, Jim. And this is a bit of a debate kind of question and topic more than I have some thoughts here, but I wanted to see what you think. Hi, Yulia. Thanks for hopping on. So is there an art? Is managing finances, that's the question I want to raise. Is managing finances really a precise science that all of us can master and be really good at? Or it's more of an art and that each of us needs sort of an individual approach? Is it a combination of both? Hi, Yulia, good to have you here. So, and that's the question. I came across an article on CNN site, and it said, forget the numbers game. There's an art to managing money. So I looked into the article, and there's a book that I am going to check out. It's by Bari Tessler, and her book is called The Art of Money. So she's a therapist, I think. And it's an interesting concept because we're as financial planners, right, Jim? We're trained to work the approach of there's certain process in financial planning we have to follow to arrive at recommendations and conclusions, right? There are certain things we have to do, such as budgeting and keeping track of our expenses, knowing where our income is coming from, making sure we pay off our credit cards, investing properly, maybe buying a house or not buying a house, making sure we have enough insurance coverage. I mean, I can go on, the list goes on. But behind all of that, and that's why this kind of sparked an interest, is because behind all of that, there are real people. They're us, right? Human beings who have emotions, who are stressed out, who could be confused, who could be excited, right? I had actually a client meeting today, and these two of my clients, they're really interested. We were having an investment meeting, and they were really interested in what we were discussing, and they started asking questions that were actually beyond what I have expertise and knowledge. And so there could be clients like that, but there are people that you're sitting across the table and you look at them and like, what are you talking about? I just want to move on with my life. So I feel like this concept in our field is called behavioral finance. And so I feel like it is definitely a combination of both, because we've got to follow certain steps in calculating certain things and making sure that we do what we're supposed to do so that our financial goals can be achieved, right? We can live the lives that we want. But at the end of the day, if we aren't happy, right, if there's not an emotional charge, so then what is the point of all of this hard work that we are talking about? So, I challenge you to think about, how are you approaching your finances, right? Is it really more from something that you've learned and it's sort of a precise process, or is it something that you just kind of because the way that you were brought up? This is actually a good, interesting point, and a lot of clients actually share that. Yes, Yulia, thanks for sharing this. It's like having a healthy lifestyle, right? Exactly. You have to stick to it. So is it because your family was doing things a certain way? Nobody in my family has any financial background. Zero, right? I come from an immigrant family. All I knew is that they had to make money to survive, right? So I'm the first one to actually learn and have a degree, but that doesn't mean that that's what my family is gonna do, right? Because everybody has their own ways, how they were brought up, what emotional trauma or emotional successes they had. So I think there's a combination of both, and it's nice to see how we can apply previous experiences, and what do we teach our friends, our kids, our you know, our sort of immediate circles. And how, another point to make is, how do we interact with our loved ones, right? If we're in a relationship, how does that translate into what kind of conversations you're having? Yuri and I come from different backgrounds as far as how our family viewed finances, but we seem to have a different approach. We're both professionals, right? But we still have a different approach and different conversation as most couples will. So I wanted to pose a question about, what do you think? Is it an art or is it a science? So let me know what you think. Sally, thanks for jumping on. Good to have you here. Yes, Yulia, I agree that there's definitely a big piece of us being disciplined. And I think it's not just in finances, it's every part of our life, right? It's like going to the gym every day or doing some kind of exercise, eating healthy and avoiding those unhealthy lifestyle choices. So, but still, I think there's always, in anything we do, I always say that everything you do in life will involve finances at some level or the other. I think that the second part of that is that there's going to be an emotional connection one way or the other. So you kind of have to mix both. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for hopping on. This was more of a just ponder together. I wish you guys could jump on and chat with me, but thanks for all your comments. I appreciate it. Hi, Jessica. Thanks for hopping on. Jim, good to have you here. So I'm going to close for tonight, but do let me know what you think, because I think this discussion can be carried on a lot further, and we can have a further conversation, because there's definitely the behavioral part, and Jim can attest to this, but with a lot of clients, and we see this a lot actually on a daily basis, how sometimes the numbers, the actual calculations, and the nitty-gritty details that most people think that they need is not what they actually need. A lot of times they need more hand-holding, they need behavioral change, they need to be assured that all is going to be well. None of that has to do anything with finances. That's that art piece that I'm talking about. So, all right, you guys, thanks for hopping on. Take care. See you tomorrow.